All right, so you guys didn't hear that, but that was the national anthem. We did have a little bit of a ad lib going on there for a few seconds, but it worked out just great. There's some beautiful voices down on the field.
Exactly. They play the recording of Whitney Houston's performance of the national anthem back in the 90s.
So for anyone not around here, over here in Riverside, it's about, what do you say, Kyle, 85 degrees outside right now?
I remember when I was coming here, it was they said it was about 90 degrees. So, that's a hot one.
Yeah, it's
today.
a hot day, but there is a nice little breeze. I'm sure it will cool off as the game goes, but I can imagine down on that turf right now that 90 feels like 100.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And the thing is, when I was walking here, they had a water polo game going on.
I wanted to jump right in and start playing with them.
Exactly,
Yep, so it looks like the Ravens did win the coin toss, and they will receive the kickoff to start the first half.
And it'll be Jennifer Struther who will kick off the ball.
Yep, Jen
begin the game.
Been a great kicker so far this season. I know she started off the season injured, but she's been bouncing back, and she's been everywhere for this team, making a difference on the kicking side of the game.
Yeah, she's got the boot, as Nick would say.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, Nick Baldwin and Luke Sutherland are not going to be here today, so it will just be me and Kyle. Luke is over in Hawaii with his family, and I'm not sure where Nick's at, but I think he had a family event to attend.
Yeah, I think he went to Chicago or something like that.
Yeah, because they are not from California here, so we missed them already, but this will be a great game.
Yeah, but nonetheless, let's just kick off another game of Rebellion football.
Yep.
And the kick is underway. A little bounce here. Scooped up by Armstrong at the 36-yard line. So, not a bad field position so far for the Ravens to start off.
No, that's a good spot you want to start in. You're above the 25, so like I said, they're at the 36-yard line. And just a quick reminder for everybody going into this game, the Rebellion are currently going to be a playoff team with their 4-2 record. It looks like they will be the 3 seed in the Pacific region. So they may have a road game against the
Everett Rain.
The Everett Rain, yes.
Yes.
So the Everett Rain are a 6-1 team, and they are playing a Division I team in Portland this week, and they do have another game. So if for some reason they were to lose both games and the Rebellion were to win both, they would get home field advantage. But otherwise, they are going to have the go-ahead as they played the tougher schedule.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get set up here. It's first drive here for the Ravens.
So I believe last time they played, the game was 49-0. Am I correct there, Kyle?
Yeah, it was 49-0. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was the Rebellion that got the football.
Yeah, it must have bounced off a Ravens player. We did not see that, in all honesty. So this is actually phenomenal field position then. As we were saying, it was decent. This is a great field position for the Rebellion.
Exactly.
The best way to start the game, because now you get the kickoff in both halves.
Yep, and that was a carry by Ronnie Armstrong for about a 12-yard gain. So now that's a first down already.
Yeah. So the Rebellion are coming off a bye week, and I understand that 2 weeks ago they took a huge loss to the LA Warriors, which was to be expected for both teams.
I mean, yeah, exactly. When you're facing against a Division I team like the LA Warriors, they had a very tough game. They got shut out, and they had a lot of injury problems too from that game. So
exactly,
a little bit of recouping for the bye week.
Here we go, Vanika Jarvis.
Vanika moving left side, shaking and baking, and finally gonna be dragged about the 14, I believe.
All right, so that's going to bring up a first down for the Rebellion. This is a great start so far. Yeah. This is what they are known for. They are known for that ground and pound. It doesn't matter if it's Ronnie Armstrong, Vanika Jarvis, Selena Grace, whoever they put back there, they're always picking up yards, keeping their legs churning.
Yeah, and I might remind you, right now, Najee Martin is currently the leading rusher in the Rebellion team with about over 206 yards.
Yeah, I believe that. They run a lot of option plays, and she's just a truck coming through the defense. So every time she runs the ball, it seems to be like she picks up a first down no matter what.
Exactly. 1st and 10 here. Gonna go to the pass, and it's incomplete over the head of Smurs.
Yep, so I understand they've had 2 weeks to work on this, and so far I know that's only the first pass of the game, but it looks as though Najee Martin is still rushing through her progressions a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that play, you just have to, I understand it's a slant pass and you're trying to get it out quick, but you have to let it develop a little bit longer.
Exactly. Yeah, and besides, take your time and just try to get good, accurate passes.
Exactly, especially against in a game like this. Obviously, the Ravens are hungry. They want to come out and get revenge from the last time out, but the Rebellion just need to continue to work on everything that they've been doing this season as they prepare for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. They go into the air again, looking right, and it's over the head of Selena Graves and incomplete. So let's get up 3rd down and 10.
So 3rd and 10 here. If I'm the Rebellion, I would take it to the ground game, at least pick up some yardage, make it an easy field goal, or you will go for it on 4th. We haven't seen too many field goals this year. Thinking about it, just extra points.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've only seen probably maybe 2 or 3 field goals.
I don't even know if we've seen that. I think it's all been extra point attempts. We'll have to do some research on that again at halftime.
Right. Looks like they are going option this time, and it's none other than Vanika Jarvis. And she's going to go to the 3 for another first down.
Like I said, so that makes everything easier now. So now you have the chance you can go for it. Oh, just kidding. It was a first down, as you just stated. So, exactly. Then with the running game against teams like this that aren't always the best at stuffing the run, which is most teams in this league with this forceful running attack, you're able to pick up first down after first down after first down. And that's exactly what the Rebellion need to do here.
Exactly. Especially try to ground and pound against the team that is struggling on defense too, like the Ravens. So set up 1st and goal.
See if the Ravens can make a stop here.
A little keep away to Ninji, and she'll just coast her way in for a touchdown.
Nenji Martin. That's one of my favorite sayings. We'll be saying her name every game. She's always going to have an impact whether she's throwing the ball well or not.
Exactly, and that shows you why I mentioned earlier that she is the leading rusher right now on this team.
Exactly. So if you were just tuning in, there is 12:45 remaining in the first quarter. The score is now 6-0 with the extra point by Jennifer Strother underway.
All right, let's attempt the PAT here. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So now the score is 7-0 Rebellion with 12:45 to go in the first quarter.
And just a quick reminder, here's 2 of our sponsors for today's game. San Diego Digital Imagery. They provide the San Diego Rebellion with programs, tickets, flyers, even live streaming. They do a lot of stuff for Palomar, Escondido, San Marcos area. There isn't anything they can't do for your team or business. Also, we are sponsored by Palomar College Media Studies. This is the program that me, Kyle, Nick, and Luke are all a part of. So be sure to check out Palomar College Media Studies if you are interested in becoming a play-by-play commentator, doing TV production, film, movies, anything of that sort. Be sure to check us out.
And Monday was actually Memorial Day, so if there's any veterans that are watching this live stream right now, or anybody in any part of the military, we also want to thank you for your service to our country.
Yes, exactly. And for both teams here, I understand there is a lot of veterans and they've served our country, so it's always amazing to honor them and have a weekend to actually look back and see what's going on.
Exactly. Just be thankful for what they've done for us too, to keep our freedom for this country. So now they're really going to kick it off yet again here. The boot from Strother give a little bounce. A little drop there from the Ravens receiver. And look at Ninji Martin just swarming her way to tackle her at the 32-yard line.
Yep, like we've said very often, but for anybody tuning in that has not watched a game before, Nenji Martin is a former linebacker for 15 years, playing on the USA National Women's Team 3 different times and playing on different WFA teams over the years. So when she tackles, it's something to watch every time.
She's like a freight train coming at you. And by the way, the return was by number 3, Danae Molo for the Ravens, who was actually a star track athlete back in high school.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she ran in track, but I'm going to assume she was a sprinter, probably a 100 or 200 runner.
Probably.
That'd be my guess. That's why she's probably one of their returners.
All right, let's see what the Ravens could do here on 1st and 10 here at the 34. It's a little give here up the middle, and about a minimal 2-yard gain here. We'll set up 2nd and 8. Tackle there from Tana Luna. She's been a big-time front for this Rebellion defense on the defensive tackle.
Oh, yeah, like we've said multiple times, this Rebellion defense, they really know how to stop the run, especially. That's probably the strongest part of this team as a whole team. And as a defensive unit itself, stopping the run like that, and Tanya Luna is definitely that run stopper that sets it up for everybody else to get free. So this will be a 2nd and 8 for the Ravens. Let's see if they can get something going against this stellar defensive front.
And a reminder, the quarterback for the Ravens is Lexi Demo. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Lexi Dimio. That's what it looks like.
Dimio, yeah.
We do apologize if we get any names wrong today. There's no phonetic spelling, so we're doing our best. We will make sure we get names correct as much as possible.
Right. And it doesn't really have the field position for all the players, too, so we're doing our best to get that for the Ravens. So it looks like they got nothing on that ground, so it's going to set up a 3rd and long for the Ravens.
This is what makes or breaks offenses in this league, is being able to convert on 3rd and long, make something happen, at least make it a shorter 4th down situation. Many teams in this league, including the Ravens, from what I remember in the Rebellion, usually they do go for it on 4th down, especially 4th and 5 or less.
Yeah.
So to be able to pick up yards on 3rd and long is always crucial and a key to winning a game.
Yeah, especially the fact with the Rebellion going for a playoff push, which is going to be coming up in a little over 3 weeks. So you make sure you play your best efforts.
Exactly.
A little shovel pass, and it's intercepted by none other than Elliott Nguyen, who's going to coast her way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mrs. Elliott Nguyen, one of the team leaders in tackles, one of the best defensive players on this Rebellion squad, does get that turnover and takes it to the house.
What do you count that? A fumble and an interception? Because I think that was. I mean,
I think that's an interception. It's more of a shovel pass than a toss. So
yeah, because the ball was going forwards.
Exactly. And for anybody tuning in right now, the score is now 13-0 with 10:46 remaining in the first quarter, as the Rebellion do get set for the point after attempt.
And it'll be Strother yet again doing the PAT this time.
Every time the games get like this, Elliott Nguyen is always someone we're just saying her name over and over.
I know.
Over again.
Exactly. She's been a leading player for the defense. And unfortunately, that kick is just too short, so it's no good.
Dabu was a little off there, but it's okay. So the score is still 13-0 with 10:46 in the first quarter.
And if you're just tuning in, we also want to give a shout out to Felipe's Pizza. Felipe's Pizza is the proud sponsor of your San Diego Rebellion, who the pizzeria is open up 24 hours a day. So if you want to stop by for a delicious pizza, stop by Felipe's Pizza.
Heck yeah, one of the staples of downtown Escondido right there, Felipe's Pizza. I love their meat lovers pizza. It's always pretty good. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, I like their Hawaiian pizza. It's really good there.
I'm going to end the argument right now. Pineapples do belong on pizza. If you disagree, go ahead and comment on the live stream, because I think pineapples belong on pizza.
Looks like the Rebellion are doing a little dance there, just dancing to the music. So it's always good to make you dance when you're in the lead early on.
Exactly. I can already see so far this Rebellion team, they just look relaxed and look like they're ready to come out here and have fun as they fine-tune everything they need to work on for the playoff stretch.
Strother going to give the boot again. Takes a stopping bounce at the 35. Oh, a little fumble there.
Looks like it was tipped. Let's see who came up with the football.
Let's see who came up with it. I think it's going to be called Ravens football.
All right, so another close play, but the Ravens do get a fortunate bounce and are able to hold onto the football and get pretty decent field position once again.
Yes, yeah, actually they're near the 40 this time, so best field position so far for the game, even though it's early on. Still best field position so far.
Exactly, and real quick, we'll give a shout out to Fightin' USA. They sell socks, custom-made socks that are always super comfortable to wear. Be sure to go to fightinusa.com and use the code SDR10 to get 10% off your next order. Fightin' USA, if you listen to this, I'm wearing your socks right now. They're very, very comfy.
And also by Tomboy X, underwear that fits regular bodies and that anybody can feel comfortable in regardless of whether they fell on the size or gender spectrum.
Yep, so here we go. We got a 1st and 10 with 10:40 remaining in the first quarter for the Ravens.
Looking to the air, getting pressure there, and breaks the tackle and gets dragged down at the 30 for a sack by none other than Vanika Jarvis.
Vanika Jarvis, and right by her side, Elliott Nguyen, still out here making plays in this heat.
The two leading tacklers here for the Rebellion defense. So that sets up now a second and 15, I believe. Or no, second and 15.
Correct, and we've said it multiple times. Vanika Jarvis, she is a rookie to the WFA. It's so hard to believe for me.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my mind around it.
Oh, I know. She's put like spectacular numbers on both offense and defense too, especially on the receiving end. She's been like one of the leading receivers for this Rebellion team.
Yeah, she's a big playmaker on offense. It's usually those long gains they usually go to Vanika Jarvis.
Looking to the air again, looking right side, and it's tipped, and it's almost intercepted by, I think it was tipped by Elliott Nguyen.
Yep, Elliott Nguyen and Nenji Martin were in on the action. So I want to take a quick look real quick. We haven't seen Nenji play too much linebacker. We've only seen her there when the game is super close.
Right.
I haven't talked to her yet, but I'm willing to bet that she's doing that so she can get her legs back for the playoffs. She's going to want to play on both sides, I think.
Exactly. You know, you got to get the physical and the condition to play both sides of the ball. So that's actually pretty smart and very tactical by Ninja Martin to go on defense.
Doing it in this heat, too, that's definitely a step up. I understand if they do make it to Atlanta, it'll be like this, but it'll be more humid, too. So now's the time to really, really focus on conditioning.
Exactly.
All right, so we do have a timeout by the Ravens with 9:38 remaining in the first quarter. Score is still 13-0, San Diego Rebellion.
All right. And are you ready for the wordy advertisement of the year? Play Again Now Recovery, proud supporters of the Rebellion from the beginning. Play Again Now is a daily recovery drink formulated with 2 active ingredients, high on molecular weight, hyaluronic acid, and MSM to help provide lubrication, anti-inflammatory, and immune support at the cellular level. A recovery for the entire human body. The unique combination helps fight musculoskeletal system after every workout. They provide product that helps keep our players feeling ready to go. To get yours, visit their Facebook page or playagainnow.com. Recovery from any activity can be hard, but Play Again makes recovery fast and simple.
Okay, no worries.
Yes, and that is probably the wordiest advertisement I think we've done all year.
Yeah,
so
but it makes sense. It's just like Play Again Now recovery. It's something that all athletes, even if it's not through Play It Again Now, I understand it's nationally. Any sport you play, you have to take care of your body. I understand this doesn't relate to football at all, but LeBron James in the NBA spends $1.5 million a year. That's obviously at the extreme level.
Exactly.
But taking care of your body, it's important. So Play It Again Now recovery. If you're doing anything, running, biking, working out, you want to visit them to keep your body feeling fresh and keeping everything nice and limber.
Exactly. Going in the air again, and it's tipped, and Elliott, I think,
nearly picked it off.
She
She was there to break up the toss.
It was real incomplete. I was thinking it was going to be a fumble or something because it looked like a bit of a backward pass, but
no, I think it was forward, but it was pretty close. So
yeah,
they're going to give that one. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Ravens. Let's see. It looks like Selena Graves is back to receive the punt.
A very notorious punt return for the Rebellion.
Very notorious for everything she does. I mean,
I know.
She's no longer having to do the kicking duties with Jennifer being back, but she did phenomenal as a kicker. And so now she can really stay fresh when she's on the kick returning, punt returning side of the game.
So far, I don't think the Rebellion have had a punt return or a kickoff return touchdown yet this season. Selena was close to having 2.
I remember she was brought down at like the 3-yard line twice.
Yeah. So let's see if they can get their first this game. A little bit of a short punt. Rolls out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
So once again, it's going to be great fielded position for the San Diego Rebellion as they look to add on to the score as they are up 13-0, still here in the first quarter, 9:21 remaining. And real quick, if you want to fine-tune your quarterback skills, visit Coach Cree Morris and his 5-2 quarterback clinics. They can help any player from junior high all the way up to the pros. Cree Morris played high school football in San Diego and worked his way up to the pros where he played for the Raiders and the Rams. To get more information about how to improve your quarterback game, visit quarterbackcoach.org. I understand Ninja Martin has been working with him tirelessly since she decided last year when she started the Rebellion team that she was going to play quarterback.
Oh, I know. Because when you're playing quarterback, you have to play in the leadership position. I know, but Ninja Martin is famous for that, so that's probably why she's been doing a lot of good work with Coach Cree.
Exactly.
And look at Ronnie running left side. Got room to roam, and finally not out of bounds, but she is tackled at about the 38-yard line, so that sets up another first down.
You know, by the end of the season, I think her last name should be changed from Armstrong to Legstrong.
Yes.
She
Seriously.
really gets them moving, and she does not let anybody bring her down easily. And she's not the biggest person in the world, but she knows what to do. She can duck between defenders. She can plow a couple people.
Yeah, it's
pretty
like
impressive.
She's practically invisible to defenders. I mean, she kind of reminds me in some ways of Darren Sproles, like how he used to be like hard for defenders to look at because he's small. But yet he also had the legs to actually, gain more yardage.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They're using their height disadvantage as an actual advantage. It's not a disadvantage to them. And that's what football and any sport is about, really, is using what you have and making the best of it. And so a lot of these players on the Rebellion, including Ronnie, have done that so far this year.
Looks like there's a flag. It looks like it might be against the Ravens. I'm guessing they might have jumped the gun a little too early. as we wait for the ruling.
Yep, as we do wait for the ruling, just in case you were still just tuning in, there's 8:29 remaining in the first quarter. The Rebellion are up 13-0.
Yeah, it's still like 8:29 to go. Let's. I guess they decided not to have a foul or something. So
no flag on the play. It's still going to bring up second down.
Interesting. Second down and 10.
Looks like the Rebellion are lined up in the pistol formation.
As usual, gives it to Jarvis, and she's going to lose yardage for about 2 yards. Probably great tackle there for the Raven defense.
Great tackle. That was Rachel Robinson on the tackle. Did you know she's a second-degree black belt in karate and a purple belt in, I apologize, but I did not know what BJJ is.
Yeah, we don't know that either. But
it sounds pretty impressive, and either way. So
I'm guessing it has something to do with like Miss Martial Arts.
Yeah, it's somewhere similar to that. So I can see why she had such a great tackle right there.
Wait, wasn't it second down earlier? Because it still says second down.
It might have been first down. I think they might have forgot to change it over.
Oh, okay, yeah, that probably makes sense. Ninja looking to the air, looking left, and it's finally caught by Selena Graves. She almost breaks the tackle, but she's going to be down at the 20.
So that's a gain of 20 yards right there. That's what we want to see. Nenji Martin there, like we were just talking about. That screen pass is so effective when you were able to wait just that extra second longer for your receiver to get open. Selena Graves did a great job getting the DB off her back and finding open field for Nenji Martin to drop it in there for her.
As we also mentioned that she is also one of the lead receivers for this Rebellion team.
What can she do? Just about everything.
Exactly. Well, looks like we're going to have a timeout here by, I think, the Rebellion.
Yep, that was a timeout on the Rebellion.
That is their second, or they have now 2 timeouts remaining in the first half.
So back to Ronnie Armstrong. I understand she did have 11. She's played football for 11 years, 7 years of youth, 4 years in high school. So this is her first year playing in the WFA, but she's played her whole life. So she knows what it takes to keep your legs conditioned to play throughout a long season, stay fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so it makes sense.
Exactly. So like, you know, she knows the game very well. So she has been conditioned perfectly to do as a running back for the Rebellion. As we've also mentioned, she's not the leading rusher, but she's one of the best rushers right now for the Rebellion. I think she has right now, if I'm correct, I think it was like 136 yards in total rushing yards for the Rebellion team.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So I want to talk about the Ravens real quick, and more specifically, Lexi Dimio. So I understand. So she is the quarterback for the Ravens.
Right.
This is her second year in the WFA. She also plays in the LFL, which is the Legends Football League, which is pretty impressive. They play in the spring and the summer, and they play at NFL stadiums around the country and in Canada. Yeah,
like for NFL stadiums such as like Cleveland, Baltimore, and I think Indy or something like that.
Indianapolis, correct? Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive.
So here we go. First down for the Rebellion.
Little give to Armstrong. Oh, no, Ninja keeps it to herself.
Faked us out once again.
Oh, look at that bulldozing push there by Ninja Martin to the 13.
Danae Molo, she got rocked right there by Nenji Martin, but she's definitely not the first, and she will not be the last.
Exactly. So I think that's about a 6-yard gain, so that's going to set up 2nd and 4.
6-yard gain, yeah. That has been the staple of this offense. Nenji Martin has really, I wouldn't say mastered yet, but she's really, not even perfected, but she's done a great job at using the read option to get some yards for this offense.
Exactly. So 2nd and 4. Ninja keeps it to herself. Little option there to Armstrong. Tries to spin out, but gets dragged down by number 19, Brandy Trope. And if I remember, if it says right here, she actually used to play for the St. Louis Slam.
Yep, they're also in the WFA. They're a pretty legit team. I believe they are in the playoff picture. Correct me if I am wrong, if anybody on the live stream does know. I will be looking at the comments. My dad is very slow, so if there's anything you guys want to have us talk about, let us know.
Exactly.
So just in case you're tuning in, it is 3rd down for the Rebellion, but there is 5:42 remaining in the first quarter, and the Rebellion are up 13-0.
Back in the pistol here for Ninja. Little high snap. Gives it to Jarvis. Looking right side. Trying to get some room. breaks one tackle, tries to break another, but she goes out of bounds at the 2.
Vanika Jarvis once again getting a huge first down for the Rebellion to keep this drive alive and get them inside the 10-yard line.
My goodness me.
Real quick, be sure to check out Jacked Up Brewery, the official 5th quarter home of your San Diego Rebellion. And they're also live streaming the game today. So if you are at Jacked Up Brewery, thank you for tuning in and watching. If you are in Escondido, be sure to head out after the game to grab a beer and enjoy the great company. Football and Jacked Up, they just go together. There's just something about it.
Oh, exactly. Beer, football, who doesn't like that, really?
Heck yeah.
Pass to the middle, and look who it is, Christian Smrzinski for a touchdown.
The Smurs, one of the other amazing weapons for this Rebellion team all year long as a wide receiver.
So now now the score is 19-0 Rebellion with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, this is looking like a complete flip for the Rebellion as compared to their game against the LA Warriors, where they were down 28-0 in the first quarter. So for them, they have flipped the script here as the extra point is about to be underway.
Oh, a little bobble there from the snap, and looks like they're not gonna get anything there. So score remains 19-0 Rebellion.
All right, so for the Rebellion, that is something they're going to have to focus on. They're now 1 for 3 on PAT attempts, so definitely going to have to go back to the drawing boards during practice, continue to sharpen that skill.
Yeah, when you're on a playoff push, you can't make too many mistakes, though.
Exactly. Free points are free points. You got to take advantage of them.
Exactly. So in case any of you guys is tuning in to this game, it is 19-0 Rebellion with 4:56 to go in the first quarter.
Correct. So Jennifer Strawther is getting ready to kick off the football. This is her 3rd season playing football. Her first 2 were with the North County Starts. She also played soccer growing up, so that makes sense why she's a kicker.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. She's got the leg for it too. We've seen her kick the ball pretty much practically to the end zone too.
Exactly. And in case anybody out there doesn't know, from what I've seen in the NFL, any kind of football league, high school, college, any level, most kickers were discovered on the soccer field.
Exactly.
Football coaches, if they know they need a kicker, they're looking at soccer players.
Exactly. Like Josh Lambo, for example, who used to play for the Chargers but now plays for the Jaguars. He actually played soccer growing up, and I think he did play a little bit of MLS too. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he is one. But that's why he had the skill to have the long kicks.
Exactly. For
the NFL. Looks like they're going to go out of bounds here at the 42. Armstrong almost got flipped over on the Ravens bench.
Yep. And that was number 40, Lexi Dimio on the return there, so quarterback / special teams returner. Once again, the Ravens are going to have great field position. It's time to see if they can start moving the ball a little bit against this Rebellion defense. It'll be interesting to see if the Rebellion start easing up a little bit or if they're going to keep that pedal to the metal and keep grinding.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Ravens have about the same roster size as the Rebellion, right?
Both these teams have small rosters, so obviously a lot of players are playing on both sides of the field. So compared to a lot of teams like, say, the LA Warriors, I would say they're better conditioned.
Right.
As far as that, because you have to be.
Yeah, and if you remember, they also have tryouts for LA Warriors. If you're want to be part of the team, they also have tryouts. That's how big of a team they have.
And I definitely think the Rebellion will be on that level a few years from now.
Yeah. Look at number 3, just with Molo just going away to the 45, just for about a minimal gain.
It looks like we do have an injury down on the field. We do hope she is okay.
Trying to see.
They're signaling for the trainers to come over onto the field.
Trying to see who it is. I can't tell who the number is, but I think
that's Rachel Robinson.
Yeah,
99.
It is Rachel Robertson. Yeah.
We do hope she's okay, like we said earlier. She had a phenomenal tackle earlier in the game. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, injuries are something, especially with rosters like this, you never want to see them.
Yeah, I mean, plus it could be the heat too. You know, it's also it is like I said, it is 90 degrees outside, so it does affect you fatiguely as well with all this heat as well.
Yeah, you got to do everything you can to stay hydrated, whether it's Gatorade, branched chain amino acids, any kind of electrolytes. You really got to keep that in your system. Keep drinking water throughout the day for when you play games like this.
So it's actually 98 Lorraine Carrasco Cannon. So
all right, and she is getting up under her own power. This is a great sight to see
Yeah,
as
definitely
the fans
great.
and both teams are clapping for her. So
Definitely.
we'll wait to hear what is going on with her. As in case you are just tuning in, there's 4:37 remaining in the first quarter. Score is 19-0 San Diego Rebellion.
All right, now we're getting back to the action, I think.
So it looks like we have a 2nd and 6 yards to go for the Ravens. Let's see if they can get their first down of the game, start getting some progress towards the end zone.
Exactly. Back in the eye here for the Ravens.
This is a power formation for them. They're going to try to pick up some yards here on the ground.
Oh, a little miscommunication there for the give. And looks like she's going to be dragged by Kristen Stoll.
The professor making that tackle happen right there.
Exactly. Her and her husband do provide production for us to get you this live stream, so we want to also thank both of them for doing this.
Exactly. Kristen specifically, too, she's given us so much advice on these commentating, and I'm sure if anybody's been watching all these games, I believe we've gotten better and better as time goes on. She's a big reason for that. She's always critiquing us and letting us know like what we can do better, telling us what we do well, and that's couldn't ask for anything better than that. And she plays the same way. Every week she gets better and better too. That's one thing I've noticed about her. She's a rookie, but every week she works so hard at it, and she gets better and better and better on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Got to improve your skills, just like she's been doing for us. And looks like there's a little miscommunication there again by the Ravens, so
it's going to
be a 4th down.
Yep, 4th and 7 for the Ravens now. So let's see if they go back to punt the ball here. Looks like Selena Graves is coming out to receive the punt.
Yep, she is. She's going to be back to, I think, about 39 yard line.
And hey, if any of you ever have free time and are looking to watch some Rebellion football, be sure to check out our YouTube channel at San Diego Rebellion to get updates on games as well as rewatch games that have been live streamed previously.
All right.
So it looks like the Ravens are set to punt the ball here with Selena Graves for the Rebellion back to receive it.
High punt. Graves will get it. Breaks one tackle. Looking right side. Trying to get some room. And she'll be tackled at about the 47-yard line. And yet again, it's by Danae Molo of the Ravens.
She's definitely one of the better players on the Ravens here.
And she is also a rookie, too.
Yeah, she is a rookie. That's impressive. She definitely is using those track skills. You don't usually, I mean, you see football players play track, but you don't always see track athletes transition to football.
Right.
But in this league, it just seems to work. You got Ronnie Armstrong, you got girls like Molo who are able to just use that natural speed that they, well, natural with a lot of hard work as well, but they're able to use it to make plays and be a difference maker for their teams.
Exactly. And if you look at the roster, they do have an even amount of rookies, too, from both sides. If I remember correct, the Ravens, I think, have about 5, and the Rebellion, I think, also have 5 as well. So almost an even amount of rookies.
Correct, yes. The Rebellion do have 6 rookies. I just
6 rookies.
noticed that, so it is pretty even as far as both teams being quite...
in the rookie ends.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. Passes up, and just off the hands of Ronnie Armstrong.
Armstrong is incomplete. Oh, wait, she's
Are
actually
they calling it a forward pass? Okay.
Well,
or a backward pass.
Backward pass, I think.
Excuse me. All right, so
That's
a
a bit
little
interesting.
overthrown ball turns into a 7-yard pickup for the Rebellion. So
I guess
that's quite good to
so.
see.
It looked like a forward pass to me, but whatever.
Did to me too, but there is no instant replay here, so they're just going to stick with the call.
That's true.
So the Rebellion do catch a break there. It just seems like it's one of those days where things just start going your way, and those are, in my experience playing sports, those are the best days.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
it doesn't matter who the opponent is. When you have one of those days, you feel good. You're always smiling. You're just getting the job done.
And also, it builds off your confidence too,
exactly.
as an athlete. So 2nd and 3 here, back in the pistol. Ninja looking to the air, looking to Smurs, and it's complete. And she's looking for room, and she's going to be tackled at the 32. Oh, I guess she might have had a little injury there, too. Well, that's not good news for the Rebellion. As we do remember from last game, she did have a little bit of injury problems throughout the game against the Warriors.
Yeah, we hate to see this for the Smurs right now. We do have 1:10 remaining in the first quarter, and it looks like she is going to get up. Not sure exactly what happened to her, but we hope everything's okay and she can get back out there.
I think it had to do with her right arm because she's not moving that right arm at all.
Yeah, she is holding a little bit, but She is stubborn. She's making sure she's like, I'm getting off the field. Keep this game rolling.
Exactly. She is one tough cookie.
Yep, there is some great trainers that will take care of her on the sideline.
It looks like Kristen Stoll's actually going to be playing for her this time.
All right, time for the professor to get in on the action.
The great professor, as I think that she should be called.
Exactly. So now the clock is rolling again. We're right around 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. First down for the Rebellion as they are up 19-0.
Looks like a false start here on the Rebellion. That's going to be on, I think that's going to be on number 54. I'm not sure who that is exactly. 50. Or was it, or was on
54? That's Ariadna Rodriguez. She's one of the new players for the Rebellion. She just
Oh,
started
okay,
playing.
yeah,
I believe
yeah.
this is her first game, if I remember correctly. Because the Rebellion, they have been allowing new players here and there. I understand they had to play, I believe, 4 games to be able to be eligible to play in the playoffs. So some of the ladies may not be eligible yet to play.
Right.
But they are expanding the roster as the season goes on. People see what the Rebellion are doing. They want in on the action.
And Ninja going to keep it to herself yet again.
Get some great blocks from Vanika Jarvis and everybody in the backfield.
And she'll be down at the 30. So just about a yard from the about a yard from the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So
And the clock is still running, so that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here as the Rebellion do get set to flip sides of the field. And real quick, we do want to thank the Inland Empire Ravens for letting us come out here to do our live stream. This is a great stadium. I understand you guys are bouncing around trying to find a home field, but so far I like this field here.
Yeah,
it's pretty nice. The press box is nice.
Yeah, it's definitely great. The only thing is it's just really hot here.
That is true, but that is Riverside County.
Yes, exactly.
We both are well aware. We did grow up here.
Yeah, I do currently live in Riverside County, so I get that kind of feeling.
Exactly. So as you saw the scoreboard right there, it is 19-0 Rebellion at the end of the first quarter. As you can imagine, they are going to try to continue to get a few more points in this so they can have a running clock in the second half.
Exactly.
And the Ravens, all they're going to try to do here is just to get on the scoreboard. That's all you want to do in this game.
Yeah.
You get on the scoreboard, you're going to build so much confidence that'll help you finish out the season strong.
You know, I remember last time when we did the stream, you guys were talking about how it was like FBS versus FCS, you know, like how the Warriors with like the FBS team like Alabama or like the Clemson.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like it's almost like flipping the script here with the Rebellion, because now they feel like more like the Alabama, the Clemsons, the Michigans, and all that stuff, you know?
Exactly, and that's part of it. I mean, everybody that's played sports, they've been on both sides. Or like me, for example, I was on a team that we won a state championship my junior year in baseball, and then the next year we were probably the worst team in Southern California.
Uh-huh.
So it's part of it. It's a growing process. Every year things change. You get better. Sometimes you get worse. All you can do is just continue to grind out and just find the small things that really make you feel confident as you get ready for the end of a season and going into the next year.
Yeah, exactly.
So here we go. Here's the start of the second quarter. It's 2nd and 11 for the Rebellion.
Well, high snap there from Ninji. Little give to Vanika. Looking right, looking left. Tries to break a tackle, but she's going to get stuffed at the 30-yard line. So about a 1-yard loss on the play.
You know, she may not have picked up much there, but one thing I just noticed just from watching her run right there, she came to a complete stop and was able to make a move there. That's impressive when you're going. She wasn't going full speed yet, but she was probably going about 70% at the time, and she was able to come to complete stop and pivot to her left. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, she was trying to look for some room, which is what you want to do as a player, try to get, because the yards matter in a game like this.
Exactly, but the Ravens did a great job keeping her at the line of scrimmage there.
So now it's a 3rd down situation here for the Rebellion.
Here we go. This is the test for the Rebellion. They have struggled at 3rd and long with the pass game. Let's see if they can get something here to pick up a 1st down.
They got Graves in the slot this time. Ninja gonna go to the left side, and look who it is. It's
Katie almost so close.
So close. It was in out of her hands, but it's incomplete.
Yep, it was a pretty solid throw from Nenji. I would say she has to lead on her receiver a little bit more to make that easier catch. But that ball does need to be caught. But that's going to bring up 4th down now. It is what it is. If I'm the Rebellion, you might as well just go for it here.
And
try that again.
And I think they are going to go for it here on 4th down.
Exactly. It makes sense here. Even if you don't convert, you still have a long field for the Ravens.
I mean, why not? You were so pretty close to the playoffs, so yeah, you might as well try to push as much as you can.
And they're going to run the ball on 4th and 11.
And look at Vanika Jarvis. Look at her go. Tackled at the 11. Good run there for Nika Jarvis. That's going to set up a first down.
There we go. Like we've said it many times, and we'll say it many more. That running game is always the go-to for the Rebellion when they need to make something happen.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if it's Ronnie Armstrong, Vanika Jarvis, as it was there. There's always something electric going on in that backfield.
Especially when you got 3 leading rushers in the game.
Exactly.
Looks like a timeout, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
a little timeout. I think there was a miscommunication as far as the formation there.
Yeah, so timeout on the Ravens. That is their
No,
second.
that was a timeout on the Rebellion, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard Coach. He was a little frustrated at what was going on with the formations there.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Selena's getting a little bit tired. I think she needs to get hydrated real quick. Because I heard him shouting at Selena, just saying, "Hey, we need to get you there." And she's just, as you can tell right now, as you see her walking towards the huddle, she's starting to feel it.
Yeah, exactly. He's just feeling the heat. And meanwhile, if you're just tuning in, the score right now is 19-0 Rebellion with 13:26 to go in the second quarter.
Yep. And hey, are you enjoying this live stream? Well, guess who's actually bringing us this live stream? Kyle, who is it?
San Diego Digital Imagery.
Yep, exactly. They do everything. They run this show. They film games for multiple high schools in San Diego. I understand Mission Hills and San Marcos. They do all their highlights for them. We use it on Prep Sports Live here at Palomar College as well. But they can do anything for you. Photography, film, flyers, whatever you want. Be sure to check out their Facebook page or their website at sddivideo.com.
Yeah, so we definitely thank them for that dearly. So now it's going to set up first down here at the 12-yard line for the Rebellion. They got the Smurfs back in the slot, so it's good to see her back. Armstrong again going to give. Tries to break a tackle, but gets down at the 4. So
that time she lived up to her name. She definitely had a stiff arm there on the first would-be tackler. So, you know what? I don't know if it's leg strong or arm strong. She's both. So
yeah.
She can go back and forth if she would like.
She's definitely got both qualities, I say.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. About 4 yards to the goal line. Going back in the pistol as usual.
Ooh, there's a nice breeze coming in. That probably feels pretty nice on the field.
Yep. And Armstrong gets the give, and I think she's got about enough for a first down.
I believe she reached enough for the first down, and yep, they are signaling first down there, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Rebellion now.
Looks like an injury timeout, I think. It's Tanya Luna.
Tanya Luna.
Tanya Luna. Ooh.
People don't realize that when you play in beautiful San Diego, Escondido area, and you come out to this heat, it's an adjustment. This is their first game where they had to play somewhere where it was extremely hot. In LA 2 weeks ago, it's another hot area, but it was still kind of chilly outside.
Yeah, I remember it was like really cloudy there. So.
Yeah. And so a lot of these girls, they haven't really played in this heat before. Yeah. So it's just making that adjustment and learning how to adapt. So it's tough, and I hope she's all right. I think she just, as she does get up under her own power
well, that is great news to see her walk off on her own power.
And she is jogging off. Like I said, time to go get some electrolytes in your system and be ready to go.
Exactly.
Speaking of electrolytes and recovery, blah, 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 we have Play Again Now Recovery, a proud supporter of the Rebellion from the beginning. I don't have time for the entire one right now, but just be sure to check out playagainnow.com recovery. There is so much they do for your body when you are a weightlifter, athlete, runner, jogger, whatever you do. They are able to help you recover with their special anti-inflammatory and immune support drinks. So be sure to check them out. I will definitely mention them once again after this play right here.
All right, well, it's 1st and goal here. Armstrong going to live up to her name. Tries to go into the end zone for a touchdown.
There you go, Ronnie Armstrong. That's what we love to see right there. That is good old football.
Gosh, she took a hit, but I think she's
a little slow to get up.
Oh, boy.
That was a big hit on both sides.
Oh, wait, no, that's Serminski again, I think. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good to see.
Yeah. I mean, if you remember earlier, she did have a little bit of an injury to her right arm. She had that last game, too, against the Warriors, so.
Mm-hmm. And they're signaling for a little bit more help right now.
Yeah, signaling for the medical staff. Well, hopefully she gets a little bit of recovery and gets back up as soon as she can. I mean, I understand it's like I said, it is 90 degrees out here, so the Riverside weather is starting to take a tiny bit of a toll, but yeah, it's a pretty big adjustment from going from San Diego weather to Riverside weather.
It is, and in case you are tuning in right now, yes, the Smurs is down with an injury right now. We're hoping she gets up very soon. Looks like they're going to help her up, but there is 12-16 remaining in the second quarter. The Rebellion just scored a touchdown on this last play. It's 25-0 as they get set for the PAT. And this is good to see. She is making her own way off the field.
Yeah.
She's hobbling off. We're really hoping she's okay.
It looks like it's a left leg injury, I think, because she's holding that left leg.
She's taking a beating.
Yeah. But she's strong.
She definitely is.
That definitely takes some courage for a player to do something like that.
Yep.
Stroh, they're going to take the PAT. Good snap. And another good hold. And the kick is good. So the score is now 26-0 Rebellion with 12-16 to go in the second quarter.
And for Smrzinski, so she's played football for 8 to 12, or for years when she was younger, but it was competitive flag football. So for her, she has so much talent. She does so much for this team, but for her, it's still an adjustment getting hit. We have seen her go down a lot, and it's nothing nobody wants to see ever. But it's just part of it, and she's just so strong that she's going to overcome it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's very competitive, like she has done for numerous amount of years when she played flag football. So, excuse me.
The wind is knocking all our notes
The wind's knocking our notes.
So real quick, back to Play Again Now Recovery. Play Again Now is a daily recovery drink formulated with 2 active ingredients, high molecular weight hyaluronic acid and MSM. They help provide lubrication, anti-inflammatory, and immune support at the cellular level. It's recovery for the entire human body. This unique combination helps fight delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, giving you rapid elasticity and flexibility throughout your musculoskeletal system after every single workout. They provide a product that helps keep our players feeling ready to go. To get yours, visit their Facebook page or playagainnow.com.
Oh, looks like Selena Graves is going to be kicking off this time.
All right, time to get her working. They have been running that set since Jennifer's come back. They put Selena and Jennifer in that slot.
A little miscommunication there from the returners. Molo and Lacey Guglielmino. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
I've never seen the last name before. It's interesting.
Yeah, I know. Is that Italian?
I think it is. Guglielmo.
Guglielmo.
Little finger Italian thing. But yeah, so they do fall on it and stick with the football, so they are going to be set up at about the 20-yard line. And, Lacey, she also plays in the Legends Football League.
Interesting.
They have a few players that do. Lacey does. Hannah Gautreau does, as well as their quarterback, Lexi Dimiub. They all play in the Legends Football League. We'll have to find out if they all play on the same team or not. But that's pretty interesting. So they're playing football almost year-round then.
Looks like we got a little bit of a timeout, I think. Not sure who it was, but a little bit of a hydration break.
Anybody else see that that fountain going off in the stands in your in the top right-hand corner of the screen? I kind of want to go over there, and I'm sure some of these players do, and just cool off a little bit.
Exactly. Would you say this is more like an intimidation factor for both teams saying, oh, I want to go in underneath the water just to get cool?
You know, it's tempting. For both teams, I could definitely imagine so.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I wanted to get back to Smurs before, like, the little papers flying around.
Yeah.
She, I mean, with her playing competitive flag football when she was young, I think that just showing her way that she's, like, not a quitter and all that definitely shows how competitive she is. Even with dealing with so many injuries, she's tough. She's such a tough cookie.
I'm sure other players see it, that she's kind of like a fire spirit for them that just keeps them motivated. Be like, you know, we can play through anything.
Well, look at Demio trying to go for some room, but she's going to be out of bounds for a loss of 3. A little pressure there from Ninji Marsh. She actually was an outside linebacker this time, so I don't think we've ever seen her play outside before. So
no, she usually does man the center of the field. So
yeah.
Interesting to see what she's trying to work on here.
Yeah, maybe she's just trying to get more, play more roles, but...
Well, I think for her, she has to realize, like, she's phenomenal defense. That's where she spent her whole career. But this defense hasn't needed her so far this season in most cases. Like, they're so solid that there's no need to take playing time away from any one player. So if she can learn how to spread out among those linebacker positions, that's really going to help keep everybody fresh for the playoff run.
Exactly. I mean, we talked about before, like we've had other defensive tackle players that have been great over this year with like players like Elliot Nguyen, Tanya Luna, and Vanika Jarvis, who've actually been great for this Rebellion defense.
Exactly, and if you're just tuning in, it's second down for the Ravens. We have 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Score is 26-0 Rebellion.
Oh, looks like they're gonna go in the gun this time. Demio gonna keep it to herself. She's trying to look for some room, and she's gonna be tackled, I think, at about the 15-yard line. So, no gain on the play. So that's gonna set up a third down and long situation here.
Exactly, and everybody watching us at Jacked Up Brewery, the official fifth quarter home of your Sunday Rebellion, thank you for tuning in, and thank you to the managers at Jacked Up Brewery for showing this stream live in your restaurant. So be sure to, if you're not over there, be sure to check out the game or anything they do over there. Grab a beer and enjoy the great company. And like we said earlier, football and Jacked Up, they just go great together.
Exactly. Beer and football are just perfect. And also, like, if you're ever hungry and you want to have a midnight snack, well, Felipe's Pizza is in downtown Escondido. It's also the proud sponsor of your San Diego Rebellion. They are open 24/7. So if you ever want to have a nice, delicious pizza, just stop by Felipe's Pizza and they'll hook you up.
Definitely satisfy those midnight cravings for sure.
Exactly.
Probably not the best if you're on a diet like I am right now, but sometimes it's too hard to overcome.
Oh, fumble on the play. Looks like it's picked up, I think, by none other than Elliot Nguyen.
Elliot Nguyen? Who's that?
I think she's the leading tackler for this team, isn't she?
I don't know. I hear her name a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely is. So I don't know what I was doing there, trying to put my acting skills to the test. But yeah, Elliot Nguyen does so much for this team defensively.
Yeah,
so.
We were just playing dumb there. Little improv there by Kyle and Jordan. So, anyways, that sets up really good field position now for the Rebellion. I think this is the best one today.
Yeah,
So,
let's see if they can get a quick score here to add on to their 26-0 lead with 9:54 remaining in the second quarter.
So set up at the 12, just Ninja going to the air, looking to the left, and it's overshot Selena Graves and almost intercepted by none other than Lexi Demio again. Again, she's been all over the place, I think.
Yep. She's another one of those two-way standout players for the Ravens. She's definitely doing she's doing a pretty good job at quarterback, using her legs. She's made some nice throws so far. Hasn't had too many completions, but you can definitely see she has the awareness and the skill level to be great. And defensively, she's everywhere. So
Exactly.
So we're gonna have now a 2nd and 10 for the Rebellion from the 12-yard line.
And if you tune in, it's still 26-0 with 9:15 to go. Going back to the air to Armstrong, but she's going to be tackled for a loss of 2 on the play. So that sets up now 3rd and 12.
Here we go. This is like the 4th 3rd and long for the Rebellion. So far, they've converted once, and the other 2 they have not converted, but then they went on to convert on 4th down.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can get a 3rd down conversion here, get that number back up to 50%.
And remind me, who do they go to on a 4th down play?
Usually Vanika Jarvis or Ronnie Armstrong, whoever's in the backfield.
Exactly.
Right now it is
But
Ronnie Armstrong.
It was Ronnie Armstrong the last time.
Exactly, and here she is once again. I'm expecting another handoff. Oh, wow.
Yep. You just called it there. She goes up the middle. Look at her fighting for yardage. But she's going to be tackled at the 10, but that's going to set up a 4th down.
Yep. See, if I want to work on my Tony Romo skills, I can call the plays. I'm getting pretty good at that. But now I need to call where the play is going. Is she running to the right, the left, inside?
Exactly.
So, coming for you, Tony Romo. I've said it a few times. So if you're listening somewhere, coming. One day.
Yeah. Well, now we're gonna looks like they're gonna go for a 4th down yet again for the 2nd time. With Armstrong in the backfield for this 4th down play yet again. Oh, high snap there.
We've seen this before.
Armstrong slips, recovered by the Ravens, and that's going to set up shop at the 29-yard line. So
nice job by Kelly White to just get into the backfield to get that ball. Kelly White as well as Brandy Troop who were able to swarm back there and get that ball so they could pick up an extra 10 yards.
And a little thing about Kelly White, she is a mother of four, including some twins, and she's also a professional hairdresser.
Okay.
So
if I ever want my hair dyed or anything, maybe I'll have to come out here if I'm around.
Exactly. If you're a woman watching this, maybe you might want to check her out. Maybe she could do something for you.
Heck yeah. So now the Ravens have some momentum after that 4th down turnover. So with 7:46 remaining in the first half.
Excuse me. It was a 20. It was a 24-yard line. Excuse me.
24-yard line. So 7:46 remaining in the half. Rebellion up 26-0. Let's see if the Ravens can drive down the field to make something happen here going into the half. And I'm not 100% sure on the rule, but I believe if you are up more than 30 points at halftime, then you'll use a running clock in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. Like what we saw from the last game.
Exactly. So the Rebellion are definitely going to be hungry to try to not allow them to score and to pick up one more touchdown.
Right.
Because this heat is definitely something different for them, and they want to get out as fast as possible.
Demo looking to the right side, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 3, Danae Molo.
Who was there? Elliot Nguyen. You know, she played 4 seasons of football at Patrick Henry High School in San Diego. So she's played football before. I'm actually not 100% sure if it was co-ed or not, but I'm pretty sure she was playing with the big boys, and we see why.
Yeah.
That's where she probably learned a lot of her tackling skills and is, I'm assuming, one of the defensive leaders on this team in practice as far as working on tackling basics.
Right.
As a lot of these girls had to, and so far, I mean, I haven't seen any issues with their tackling this entire season.
She's been perfect, I think, for them defensively.
Yeah, she's definitely, her and Vanika are the two that stand out the most on defense, but in all honesty, nobody else really stands out, not because they're not great, but because they play so well as a team.
Exactly.
Sometimes the best compliment you can give a team is saying nobody stands out because everybody's doing their job and doing so well.
And look who made the tackle yet again.
Elliot
Nguyen.
Yep. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I heard that once before from a legendary college baseball coach, and it's something that really stuck out with me. That sometimes those great defenses, you can't look back and name all the players, but you know the defense was great, and that's the best thing a coach could ever hope for.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, if you take, for example, like the Doomsday defense from the Cowboys, they had a really tremendous defense. You don't know them too well, but they had a nickname for that because they were such a intimidating defense to play against.
Exactly.
Back in those days.
So this Rebellion team, that's what's going to be able to help carry them on this long playoff run that they hope to accomplish.
And yes, we did mention the Cowboys if you are listening, Tony Romo.
All right, 3rd down for the Ravens here.
Incomplete pass, and that's going to set up a 4th down.
All right, so it's going to be another punt here for the Ravens with none else than Selena Graves back to receive it. And in case you are just tuning in, or if you want to know the score, there's 6:20 remaining in the first half. The score is 26-0 San Diego Rebellion.
So far, it's been a runaway game. So.
Exactly. And so Selena Graves, I'm not sure if we've ever mentioned it before, but this is her 2nd year playing, or she's played 2 years before, so I believe this is either 2nd year or her 3rd year. But she's definitely gained some experience at pretty much every position. I've seen her play everywhere but the Lions.
Yeah, she's definitely been great also in the receiving end too. Looks like that.
Little shove, and that might have gone off Anika's foot. Let's see what the refs say here.
Let's see what the call is. And I think it's going to be standing Rebellion football from the way it looks.
There was a little bit of shoving going on there.
Yeah.
I think the refs are going to talk it over. I think they have conflicting views here, so let's see what happens.
Right. One of the Ravens players was actually trying to motion that it was off of Anika's foot, but we're not sure yet. But actually, I think it did go off her foot because they're set up for the
Rebellion
Ravens.
offense is out there, but all right, and they are going to call it Rebellion football.
Interesting.
So they may have caught a little break there, but let's see if they're able to add on to this lead with 5:44 remaining in the first half.
And if you're, while we're trying to get a little sell here, Palomar Cars Media Studies is a sponsor here for the San Diego Rebellion. So if you ever want to be a part of the Palomar Media department, such as me, Jordan, Nick, and Luke, and be involved in stuff like Prep Sports Live, North County News, Palomar Live, be sure to check out Palomar Media Studies. And and they could definitely give you good career options in the media department.
It's an award-winning program. I myself was actually nominated for the NATA Pacific Southwest Chapter Emmy Awards on June 16th out in Palm Springs. So I understand the Rebellion will be in a playoff game. I may not be there because I will be attending that award ceremony.
Right.
But definitely couldn't have done it without the staff at the Palomar College Media Studies Department.
And definitely congratulations to you, Jordan.
Thank you. All it is I don't really talk about it much. I just kind of stay humble and be on my way.
Well, the Rebellion are on their way now as they picked up a 7-yard gain. So now it sets up 2nd and 3 here. Ninja gonna keep it to herself. Both losing 1 tackle. Still looking for him. Breaks another tackle. Breaks another tackle. Breaking 3 tackles to get a first down.
My gosh. Martin. Once again, I mean, I was faked out. I thought she gave the ball off to Vanika Jarvis, but she did not.
And looks like we have an injury on the field. It looks like it's Adrian White who is injured on the play. So, Adrian, she does love playing football, as it says on her sheet, and she has
her daughter is actually Danae Molo.
Danae Molo.
We've said her name a lot, so I'm assuming they're both rookies. So this is pretty cool to see a mother-daughter bond here out on the football field. So we hope she's okay right now.
Yeah.
The training staff is putting some work on to see what's going on there. And in case you're just tuning in, there's 4:52 remaining in the first half. The Rebellion are up 26-0.
And while we're waiting here, let's give a little quick shout out to Tomboy X, underwear that fits regular bodies and that anybody can feel comfortable in regardless of where they feel on the size or gender spectrum. So, what has been your take so far throughout this first half, Jordan?
Well, for me, for the Rebellion, we'll talk about them first. What I've seen from them so far is the development of things they've needed to work on. We've seen a couple slant routes that Nenji Martin has done a great job. Letting the field open up to her, let her receivers get open, being patient and making a throw. And then just more of the same from what we've seen all year. Defensively, they're just swarming the ball. They haven't even allowed a first down yet. And then offensively, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 1st and 10, doesn't matter. They're just picking up, it seems like 10 yards every single time.
Yeah.
So,
I think
about the same here.
I think what's been standing out for me is Ronnie Armstrong. She has been fantastic on the carry. We saw her picking up that big 4th down play on a 4th and long, and then she got a touchdown in the last drive. So she's been fantastic, I think.
Exactly, and we see here Adrian White, she is still shaken up. She's being helped off the field right now by the coaches and the training staff. So we do hope she's okay. It looks like she's favoring her left leg a little bit. So
yeah. So hopefully,
nothing but the best for her.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we wish her a very speedy recovery.
So here we go. We do have a 1st and 10 for the Rebellion right here. And once again, we pretty much never have to mention it, but I might as well. They're in the pistol formation. Just say it a few times a game because they're there a lot.
Exactly. Give to Jarvis. Breaks 1 tackle. Looking to the right. And look at her. She's going to have some room. Tries to stiff arm, but she's going to be tackled at the 5-yard line.
Brought down by none other than Lexi Dimio.
I think she's shaken up a little bit too.
Oh man.
Man, a lot of injuries so far from both teams.
Yeah, this is rough to see.
Man, I think the heat might be impacting somewhat on their conditioning.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We haven't seen like super serious injuries yet. I mean, obviously Smurs was pretty shaken up, and we just saw Adrian White be pretty shaken up. But most of it, from what we can tell, is just exhaustion from this heat. As Vanika's up again, she does have to come off the field for at least one play when you go down with an injury like that. So
so
it looks like she will be back. She's gonna get some water from the trainers apparently and get back at it.
Maybe she can go to the fountain over there. All right, so
here we go. It's first and goal
at the 5-yard line. And I might as well say it again. They're back in the pistol yet again, with Graves in the slot this time. Little shovel to Armstrong, and she's going to coast away in for another touchdown, her second of the day.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, really.
It's just it just happens. You see it at almost every game. She's putting in more than one touchdown. So
Exactly.
it's great to see. So if you are just tuning in, the score is now 32-0 San Diego Rebellion with 4:04 remaining in the first half as the PAT is set to be underway.
Yep. So Jonathan Strother will be doing the PAT. Looks like a little flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a illegal formation, excuse me.
Illegal formation. That was a great snap, and Strother was definitely ready to kick it off, but it's going to be a little bit of a further PAT now.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yet again, if you just tuned in, it's 32-0 Rebellion with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. So now it looks like they're going to set up at least for about a 25-yard attempt, I guess.
Yep, it's going to be a 25-yard PAT.
And another flag's out.
This one might have been on the Ravens this time.
Yep. Well, they're saying illegal formation again.
Just kidding. All right.
It's another illegal formation again. So that's up to back another 5 yards.
Time to test Dabut. Gonna have, guessing a 30 or 35.
Guess a 30-yard field goal or PAT, not field goal. Excuse me.
Yep, we're gonna have a 30-yard PAT here. And it's gonna be Selena Graves now.
Oh, interesting. She does got a bigger boot, as we've seen her do in kickoffs.
I'd have to agree. Let's see how this one plays out.
See how she does on this long PAT. Good snap. Oh, the kick's just short. So the kick is no good, but the score remains 32-0 Rebellion with 4 minutes to go in in the second quarter.
So just so you guys know, next week the San Diego Rebellion will be traveling to Ventura to take on the Wolfpack, and the Ravens will travel to Kern County to face the Crusaders. So those should be two interesting games. Last time the Rebellion played the Wolfpack, I believe the score was 19-12. It came down to the wire. It was the final minutes of the game when the Rebellion got the go-ahead score.
Yeah. Oh.
So that should be an exciting game. So be sure if you can't make it out to Ventura to check out the live stream. We will be there, and Nick and Luke will also be back.
I think that's gonna be the farthest we've ever done so far too. Cause that's like nearly a 3-hour drive from Escondido. So a little bit of a much bigger test, I think, in terms of travel.
Yeah, if you are here from California, it's near the Six Flags area. So that'll be a fun drive.
Exactly.
Here you go. The kick is underway with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Strother to kick it. Very sky-high kick this time. Interesting. Oh, a little bit of a fumble, I think. But it's recovered by the Ravens nonetheless. So they'll be set up shop at the 40. So with the Rebellion scoring 32 points, if the score remains the same, it'll probably go to a running clock most likely in the second half if it stays like this.
Yeah, and for both teams, it could be a blessing. I understand last week the Rebellion, or 2 weeks ago, the Rebellion, they asked for a running clock. They were going. It was a tough game for them. They had some injuries and they were just outplayed. So in the second half, me and Luke were covering the second half. We didn't even realize that the Warriors only had 9 on the field instead of 11. So that was part of like their terms.
Yeah.
They wanted a running clock and 9 on the field just to get the game over with, so there wasn't a forfeit. So that way it doesn't affect playoff eligibility, which I never knew was a thing before.
Yeah,
but it was nice of the LA Warriors to allow that.
Yeah, that was something that Kristen told me before. I remember when we were talking about the game that they were supposed to play against the Capital City Rage, a team from Sacramento. They forfeited the game, so even though they don't have a very good record, they're out of playoffs anyway because of the forfeiting. So.
Yeah, exactly. And those forfeits, both the Rebellion, they've had 2 forfeits, and so what they do is it kind of hurts you in the standing a little bit because you get wins from that, but you didn't earn the win, so it just drops you down in the point standing.
Right.
Which is interesting. So that's why the Rebellion now are going to need a little bit of a few things to go their way if they want to get home field advantage in the beginning of the playoffs.
A little talk from the refs. I'm not sure what it is, but are they trying to see where they spotted or what? I'm not quite sure. That's a bit interesting.
Well, it looks like the Rebellion believe it's their ball, but it's going to stick with the Ravens.
Yeah, it looks like it is. So they'll be shot up at the 40.
Yep,
Right.
and once again, we have 3:51 remaining in the first half. 32-0 Rebellion. See if the Ravens can put a drive here to find their way into pay dirt.
Yeah, exactly. Like, right now, they still haven't got a first down yet, so we'll see if they can do it in the remaining minutes of the first half.
Exactly. That's got to be your one goal. You know, obviously, this game is going to be out of reach more than likely. There's like a 99.9% chance, but that's nothing against you. All you got to do is just continue to work and just find ways to improve during the game.
Right. Oh, a fumble on the play, and it's picked up by none other than Ninja Martin.
She didn't even care about the tackle. She went straight for the football there.
Hey, exactly.
Happens when you have that experience.
Wow. Very good play by Ninja Martin.
I mean, we heard that football get out of her arms. I mean, it was pretty loud.
Yeah, and she very quickly recovered the football, too. So that's going to set them now at the 34-yard line.
Yep, there's a saying in sports, the ball never lies. So the Rebellion had felt that the kickoff was going to be their football, so maybe it was, I don't know. But it is now. So 1st and 10 for the Rebellion, looking to add on to the score here in the first half.
So, and if you are just tuning in, it is still 32-0 with 3:43 to go in the first half.
Yep, we want to thank everybody that's tuning in, whether you're a Rebellion fan or a Ravens fan. I'm glad to see you're able to watch this game.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely a way for us to grow, for us and probably the WFA to grow and learn from like getting live stream ideas.
Exactly. And in all honesty, this is not about us at all. This is about just bringing experience to people. I mean, that's what it's all about. We want you guys to see the games. We want the Rebellion to just have more analysis to look back on when they're looking at their film.
Look at Vanika Jarvis going. She's breaking 2-3 tackles, and she's going to go to the end zone. Wow, I thought she was going to be stopped there, but she kept on going and going and going, spinning not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tackles to the end zone. My goodness me.
Vanika Jarvis, you left me speechless once again.
I think she left me speechless too. I mean, my gosh. So now that's 38-0 Rebellion with 3:26 to go in the second quarter.
And after that missed PAT, Jennifer Strother is now back to kick the PAT. We'll see if they can actually have a 15-yard PAT this time.
Right. Well, this time it'll be a 20-yard PAT, so.
20 yards, excuse me, yes. Oh.
Looks like it was blocked, I think. So,
blocked, went off the helmet. That rocked your world a little bit.
Yep, so anyways, the kick is no good, so now the score remains 38-0 with 3:24 to go. And also, if you ever want to have like great socks like what Jordan's wearing or the Rebellion is wearing out there, be sure to check out Fighting USA. They provide really great socks for you. So if you're, and they give, has the type of socks that you can get a pair of your own, just go to fightingusa.com and use the code SDR. Make sure it's capitalized 10 to get 10% off your next order.
Exactly. Along with socks, they have amazing titanium tapes and discs to help with your athletic performance a little bit, make you look pretty cool. Why not?
Yeah. So definitely check them out. So Strother looks like she's going to be kicking off yet again for the Rebellion. So it's pretty much been a little bit of a runaway game, but still got plenty of time to go here in the game. It's only 3:24 to go.
Exactly, and it does feel like it's finally cooling off a little bit outside. I'm not sure of the temperature, but it was around 85 at kickoff, so it feels like it's in the 70s now with a nice little breeze. So this could make the second half a little less injury-plagued.
Kickoff there to none other than Lexi Dimio again. She's going to go to the midfield and tackle.
Great return by Lexi there. I mean, she was able to get to the 50-yard line. That's impressive.
And then another thing too, I noticed if you looked at the camera across the street, across the way, they turned off the water fountain. So unfortunately, we cannot get any hydration.
Yeah, that's all right.
But
yeah, Lexi Dimio there. That was a great return, and to give the Ravens great field position once again. That is one thing they can look and think positively on in this game. They've had great field position every time, and so when they face teams that aren't on the level of the Rebellion, when they face other Division III teams. You get this kind of field position, you're going to score touchdowns more often. So that's a positive take out of this game when you're looking at film. You can say, hey, we had great field position every time. Now we got to convert.
Right.
Got to convert when you have great field position like this.
Exactly. But hey, just try to get a bit, see if you can get any points as you can. I mean, it's still got plenty of time to go, and then they have 2 timeouts remaining. So still got plenty of time to go. Looks like Ninja was shot. There is a new quarterback, and there is. It's actually number 11. Kreese Scott. Kreese Scott actually used to play basketball for UCLA and also played professionally basketball overseas.
UCLA. Well, I won't be cheering that because I'm going to Arizona State soon. But no, it's a great school, great basketball program for both men's and women's side. And then playing professionally overseas, that's quite impressive, and it definitely translates into football. Yeah,
I'll probably be transferring over to Cal State Dominguez Hills, which is in the LA area, but I'll probably be attending maybe quite a bit of UCLA games.
Yeah, UCLA, it's a fun environment.
Exactly.
I'm sure she had a lot of fun at UCLA playing basketball, being a big person on campus, you know?
Yep.
Gotta be a cool feeling.
Yep, and Lonzo Ball actually used to play for UCLA back in his college.
I don't want to talk about them. Anyways, second down for the Ravens.
Yeah, anyways, second down. Little give, I think, to...
Keep it yourself.
No, keep it to yourself. That's Kreese Scott. Keep it to yourself.
Nothing to do. That ferocious Rebellion defense was right there to say, not today.
Nope. So it's going to set up now a 3rd down and 6, I believe, with 2 minutes to go. So we reached the 2-minute warning. Well, even though it's still running clock, but they can throw that out anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we need a dump button. So when we say something stupid, we can just dump it. Because I understand there's a time delay.
Right. That's a pretty...
But no, you're good, man. Nothing wrong there. So we got 3rd down for the Ravens.
It's just pretty interesting how you call it dump button. That's
what we call it in radio.
I think you might want to change that.
Yeah.
In case if someone has a bit of a weird mind. So pass complete to the left side, and it's complete, but minimal. Not really going to be a first down, as the catch was made by number 34, Rebecca Carson.
Yeah, at the Palomar College radio station in the media studies department. I did a show with Luke the other week, actually, and we had a guest. We were interviewing a guest there, and she had cursed because she thought it was after 8 p.m. because your FCC doesn't regulate it after 8 p.m. So we had to, I got my experience of using the dump button because you got the little tape delay for that specific reason, so you don't get that on the airwaves. So. If you are interested in radio or commentary, anything like that, be sure to check out Palomar College Media Studies. The department as a whole is just phenomenal. We had our awards the other night for the whole department, and there's some incredible people involved, from professors to students all around.
Another thing about Rebecca Carson, her favorite hobby is she loves to hike. Her dog's name is...
Here we go.
Oh, look.
Who is it? Elliot
Nguyen for a touchdown.
Once again, you got to hear those beautiful voices elongated for none other than Elliot Nguyen. Great job, and it looks like they are keeping the clock running, even though the half hasn't ended. I'm sure the teams had requested that with the situation in this game, so I think they're going to rush to get the PAT off. I've never seen this before, where you have to rush to get a PAT off.
Yeah, I've never seen that either, so...
This will be interesting. They got about 6 seconds. Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. No PAT, so that remains 44-0 Rebellion at halftime.
Well, I think with 0 on the clock, they're going to let them kick the PAT still. I think you have to.
Oh, well, okay.
So it just means that we will be going into halftime after this PAT. Oh. Right now it's 44-0 Rebellion. It could be 45 as we await this point after attempt. Never seen that before, but...
no, neither have I.
You see something new every day.
Exactly. PAT is up, and the PAT is off the crossbar. So it's no good.
The ref got his foot rocked a little bit.
Yeah, looks like it almost hit his noggin. So, anyways, kick is no good. So we reach halftime. The score is now 44-0 Rebellion. So great job by the Rebellion for the first half performance. What was your take for this, Jordan?
Yeah, once again, there's not really a whole lot. It's just the Rebellion are keeping it simple, playing their game, not stepping outside of what they don't need to do. So they just got to continue to do that. There will be a running clock in the second half, so they'll just be kind of just trying to run clock, get this game over with, show some good sportsmanship along the way.
Right.
And for the Ravens, I mean, the best thing for them is they had great field position all game long against a pretty solid special teams unit. I mean, the special teams unit for the Rebellion has been great all season long. So to be able to get good field position every time, that's a huge positive. And so in the second half, what I want to see from them, and I expect what their coaches want to see, is be able to convert just one time.
Yeah.
Just one time. If you can get one touchdown in this game, all it shows is that, hey, we did something against this team. It's the same thing with the Rebellion. They were able to score one touchdown against the Warriors, I believe, in the second half. And it just shows like, hey,
that's right.
We can do this, and we can go on to the next week's game and be ready to play and get another W.
Exactly.
So.
Just get hyped up for your next game, and especially when you're going to go to play against the Kern County Crusaders. I think, for me, the play that stood out for me for the Ravens, I think, for me, was Lexi Dimio, because she was really good, like, all around, both sides of the football. Even though they didn't score points, but I feel like she did great effort, both sides of the ball. As far as the Rebellion, I feel like they did a great job. Defensively, we've seen none other than, who else? Elliott Nguyen, as we've been mentioning before numerous times.
Yeah, 2 defensive touchdowns for Elliott Nguyen. So not only having all those tackles that she always provides, but now she's sparking some turnovers. So that's great to see.
Yep, and Ninja getting a touchdown, that bulldozing away in the first quarter, and also with Ronnie Armstrong, I think when she converted that long fourth down on a fourth down play, which was like not even like 4th down and 10, it was like a 4th down and 12.
Yeah.
So that definitely was like great effort by the Rebellion. So great job.
One thing that just kind of really I was just doing some thinking here, and the one defensive weakness for the Rebellion this year has been forcing interceptions, and so this game is a turning point for them. They have 2 picks now.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed throughout all these games, they've gotten a lot of deflected passes, but they haven't been able to get picks. And they were able to get one 2 weeks ago against the Warriors, and I believe that was their first or their second interception, if I remember correctly. And now they have 2 today. So this is a good sign to see going into the playoffs. They realize, hey, we are a freaking good defense.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to be more aggressive and force the issues so that we can have the ball more often on offense.
Yep, exactly. I mean, no matter where they're going to play, whether it's going to be at Everett or if it's going to be at Escondido, whatever the playoffs will go, that's just going to show that we're going to be aggressive, we're going to be competitive, and you better be watching out for us too.
Exactly. So we are still at halftime. There's going to be 12 minutes remaining. We are going to go ahead and unplug the mics here. We will come back with probably about a minute remaining at halftime. And get up, grab a snack, grab some food, go to the bathroom, do whatever. But be sure to stay tuned for the second half. It will be a pretty fast second half.
Yeah. As a reminder, yeah, we both said there will be a running clock for the second half. So don't go away.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Right now, I'm actually up dancing to Suavemente. If anybody loves that song, it's amazing. It always puts me in a good mood. So we're definitely ready for this second half to begin.
So, yeah, exactly. So get us pumped up. And if you remember when we were talking before the halftime, it is most likely going to be a running clock for the second half. The score is right now 44-0 Rebellion.
Exactly, as you are seeing the scoreboard right now. So biggest thing in this half is it is going to go by fast, so it's all about just time management for the Rebellion. And for the Ravens, when they do get the ball, it could only be one time. Last week the Rebellion were in their shoes, and I think they did get the ball one time.
Exactly.
Second half. So for them, when they do get the ball, you got to take advantage of it and just drive the ball down the field. Even if you just pick up a first down or 2, that's going to be a great takeaway from this game. It's going to be a step in the right direction as you continue to head towards the end of your season and start working towards next year as well.
Yeah. And by the way, I apologize if you hear any of that noise in the background. That's a fan. So if you hear that, we apologize.
Yeah, we'll turn it off soon. It was getting pretty hot in the press box, and we found it here. Decided to turn it on, but not realizing it's pretty noisy, so I may actually turn it off right now.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. That'll make it a little bit clearer for you guys. So, last week it was 12-minute quarters and running clock and 9 on the field. This week they are going to leave it at 15 minutes, it looks like. And they are going to keep 11 on the field from what we can understand. We'll look out for that.
Yes.
But it will be a running clock the entire second half.
Yep. So let's see what goes on. So Rebellion are going to get the ball for the second half here. From the way it looks like it's going to be Katie Ott, I think, is going to be returning the ball. It's a little hard for me to see because of the glare. Yeah, it is K Yacht.
Yep. And
So
once again, thank you, San Diego Digital Imagery, for putting out this live stream. Peter is one of the best videographers that I've ever met. San Diego Digital Imagery is run by Peter and Kristen Stoll. They film games for multiple high schools in San Diego. They do weddings, photography for anything. Anything you could imagine that requires video or photography, they will do it for you. Be sure to check out their Facebook page or their website at sddivideo.com.
exactly.
Two of the best professors I've ever met at Palomar as well.
Oh, exactly. They're really great people. You know, the thing is, I work at the Grand Tradition at St. Gardens, which is in Fall River. I wonder if they've done imagery for weddings over at Grand Tradition St. Gardens.
They probably have. That's a beautiful venue. My prom was there. It was a fun time.
Interesting.
Yeah, my junior year prom, or senior year prom actually was there. It was pretty cool.
Nice. A little return here by Vanika Jarvis. Look at her scampering. Trying to look for some room. Going across the midfield. And she's going to be out of bounds at the 32.
Kyle, are you surprised?
Nope, I'm not.
I'm not either. It doesn't matter who they're playing.
Why should be, really? Because she's been the star for this Rebellion team.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who they play. She always performs extremely well. So, like I said, there's no surprise. And when teams come up against them, you're not surprised by Vanika. Maybe in the beginning because there was no film on her as she is a rookie. But now, as we're getting to the latter part of the season, teams know, hey, she's a threat, but she still gets the job done. So that's impressive.
So they are doing the running clock here. So we'll get a step shot here at the 35, actually. Interesting. So, not surprisingly, in the pistol. Give to Armstrong to the middle. Good. Gaining for yardage. And she's going to be taken down at the 24-yard line. So a 11-yard pickup sets up a first down.
Yep, in this game, we just talked about San Diego Digital Imagery. The people that are partnered with the most with them is the Palomar College Media Studies Department. Me, Kyle, as well as Nick and Luke, who are not here today, are a part of that wonderful program. So be sure to check them out at palomarcollege.com/DBA or /media studies. It's one or the other or both. They both have their own pages, but they're part of the same kind of program. So check them out.
Exactly. Armstrong again up the middle, and she's finally going to be stopped, I think, at about the 19. So, yeah, and then also Nick and Luke, if you're watching, we miss you.
Yeah, we do miss you guys, but I'm sure Luke's having fun in Hawaii and Nick's having fun out with his family. So, family time is important. And,
yeah.
Speaking of family, this Rebellion team, they are a family together. They do so much together. I understand after the game they're meeting up at one of the players' houses to have a get-together and just celebrate, eat good food, and talk football, I'm sure, and talk about life. And
yeah, that's
what you want when you're a team. You want to be able to have that camaraderie.
Exactly. Just have that bond, just to get good chemistry for all the players.
Exactly. Nothing, some of the strongest bonds you form in your lifetime if you do play athletics or anything similar to that are people that have been on your teams at any kind of level. Those people you remember forever.
2nd and 3. Oh, Ninja keeps it to herself again. She fakes me out again, and she's going to, not surprisingly, scamper her way into the end zone for another touchdown. Her second of the day.
Well, she continues to lead this Rebellion team in rushing yards, and big reason why. She's just more athletic than like 95% of the players out here.
I know.
It just doesn't matter who they're playing. She's just an all-around solid athlete.
Yeah, she's probably one of the biggest players on that offense, too.
Exactly, and it seems like she's just pure muscle. So, Coach Cree Morris, he gets a lot of that. She has the intangibles, and so he's working on the mechanics and the mental side of quarterbacking skills for her. So be sure, if you want to become a better quarterback or want your child to become a better quarterback, to check out quarterbackclinics.org and learn from Coach Cree Morris.
So now the PAT is good. So now the score is 51-0 Rebellion with 11.5 to go in the third quarter. And also, if you were watching this at Jacked Up Brewery, we want to say thank you for tuning into our live stream. So if you want to grab a beer, just grab a beer and enjoy a nice, great game and a great beer at Jacked Up Brewery.
Exactly. And hey, later on, if you're not at Jacked Up Brewery, be sure to check out Filippi's Pizza in downtown Escondido. Filippi's Pizza is a proud sponsor of the San Diego Rebellion and today's game, as well as a proud sponsor of your midnight cravings, as they are open 24/7.
Exactly. Well,
You know, and if you're not from California or the Escondido area, you might not know where Escondido is, but it's about, I would say, 35 minutes north of San Diego area.
Yeah.
And then Riverside here, compared to San Diego, if you are in the San Diego area, is about 100 miles, or no, not 100 miles,
no,
like
100 miles,
60,
more
about
like
60 miles.
50, 60 miles.
50,
yeah.
60 miles from San Diego area. Probably about the same. It's in between LA and San Diego, so I'd say about 50 miles from LA south.
Little bubble there from the returner. That would be DMO again. She's going to be tackled at the 46, 47.
Demio! Here she goes. She's everywhere. She's a stud.
Oh, yeah. I think she's been the all-around best player for this Ravens team so far.
Yep, from what we understand, she's definitely the captain of this team on offense and defense. So she's definitely a special talent that any team would want.
Exactly. So it looks like they're going to set up shot at the 46-yard line. In their own 46.
And as this drive gets set to be underway, be sure to check out Fightin' USA later on. They provide game socks for the team along with their amazing titanium tapes and discs. To get yours, as I am wearing mine, be sure to check out fightinusa.com and use the code SDR10 to get 10% off your order. You're welcome for that information. It's definitely a nice little discount.
I think I might try to get an order from them later on or something.
You should.
A little fumble there, it looks like. Let's see who's got the football. I think that was recovered by the Ravens. So, little fumble there from Danae Molo. So that's going to set up 2nd and 11 at the 45.
Like we said, it is a running clock, so it's already 9 minutes remaining in the in the third quarter. And the score is 51-0 Rebellion. So. This game is going to get away from us really quickly as far as time. You look up and you're like, oh, man, the quarter's over.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably be done before the sun even sets.
Quite possible. That'll be a nice little sunset drive.
Exactly.
I'll be heading back to beautiful Oceanside, which is near Escondido, and Kyle will be heading out to Wildemar, which is probably about 35 miles
30 miles.
south of here.
Yep. So now 2nd and 11 here.
And Demio is back at quarterback. I understand towards the end of the first half, they had put in a different quarterback.
Yeah, it was Chris Scott that was the quarterback.
Correct.
Before. So look at that tackle there from, I think that was by Aubrey Twomey.
Aubrey Twomley. There we go, getting in on the action. She wants hers too. That's good to see.
She wants her recognition. I like it. So a little 3-yard loss on the play, so that's to get us up a 3rd down and 14 now. And another thing about Aubrey is that she spent about 2 years of WFA football playing for the North County Stars.
It's interesting. So she is a little bit experienced, and she definitely has her moments where she makes big plays for this team. Sometimes can go unnoticed, but every great team has those players that stand up when they need to. So
exactly.
Right now she's just getting work in, just like everybody else.
And incomplete. So that's get us up another 4th down. Ravens still determined to at least get their first down of the game.
That's the one thing I'm looking for from the Ravens. Just get that one first down. I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge weight off your shoulders. You're going to feel so much better if you're able to get this. And if not, there's still no need to be down on yourselves. I mean, it's just you just played a team that has more firepower, and it's not a slight on the Ravens at all. They should be ready to compete in their division.
Oh yeah.
And start winning some more games.
Yeah, and like I said before, when we were in LA, like it's a learning curve. You know, it's like even though it's a pretty big deficit right now, but you just gotta learn from your mistakes. Just try to adjust for your next game. As that pass is incomplete, but
there will be some mustard on the lettuce right now.
Yes. Well, it looks like it's a personal foul against
roughing the passer.
Number 69, I believe that was. If I can find it.
That's Casey Grierson.
Casey Grierson. So that's.
I believe she's another newer player for this Rebellion. I've never seen her
Actually, she's been. This is her 4th year actually.
Playing football, yeah. I was saying a new Rebellion player.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is her 4th year playing football, so she does have experience.
Yeah, she spent the 3 years with the North County Stars, and she's also a 3-time All-Star with North County.
Well, it's fitting. If you play on a team called the Stars, you better be an All-Star. So
Exactly.
That's impressive to see. So it's another All-Star for this Rebellion team. And, we haven't talked about it much today, but this Rebellion team, yes, it's their inaugural season, and it's a wonderful run they're having so far. But they have so many players that have so much talent. Aside from the rookies, yes, the rookies have all made huge contributions, but they have so many people that have played for years.
Exactly.
Nenji starting at 15 years. Katie Yod has played a lot. Grierson, she's played a lot.
Yeah.
Cortez, Tanya Luna, Michelle Haney. Everybody has played so long, and they've played at high levels. So.
Yeah, you got all this background. It's just definitely develops.
Exactly. And, you see a lot of times you see so much talent on some teams, but they don't put it together. But this team, they really are loving of each other. They accept each other for who they are and what their skill levels are. They know what their skill levels are, and they play to it. So that's the key to the success, and that comes from great coaching and great leadership from their leaders.
Exactly. So if you're just tuning in right now, the score right now is 51-0 still Rebellion with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And just a reminder, it is also a running clock. So this half could go a little bit quickly.
Correct. This half is a race against the sun right now.
Pretty much. So second and 14.
Yeah, it's going to save won't really need much of an electric bill tonight because the lights will not have to be turned on.
Exactly. Lexi Demo's going to keep it to herself.
Here we go.
Can she get the first down? She's close, but she's just a yard short of the marker, so that's going to set up a 3rd and short.
I like to see that. That's the biggest play of the day for the Ravens so far, and that's awesome to see. Demio, of course she's the one that does it. She is a stud, and she is ready to get this first down for the Ravens and give them some life as they try to drive down the field and get a score.
Exactly. Just got to do everything you can just to see if you get first down. Not only get first down, but also get your first points of the game, too.
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here on 3rd and short. They have had a hard time in short situations. So for now, you got to do something maybe a little bit different that the Rebellion would not be sitting on. Maybe a little screen pass or a little slant up the middle.
We'll see what goes on.
They have one receiver in the slot on the left side. It'll be interesting to see if she does run a slant route here and is the #1 target.
Nemo's going to keep it to herself yet again. Oh, but she runs into a brick wall and tackled on the play
by the wall of Rebellion.
Rebellion defense by number 59, Katrina Walter. Another experienced WFA player. It's a 10-year player. 10-year player for the WFA. She also won the gold medal for the U.S. women's national team back in 2013 at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Interesting.
So yeah, some of these girls have played before together because I'm pretty sure Ninji Martin was also on that team.
Yeah.
So that's more camaraderie here.
Really stellar resumes. 4th down here. Little give up the middle. And
I think they may have gotten the first down. Let's see if they give them forward progress.
I don't think so.
Looks like they're going to signal turnover on downs
on downs here. So it will be Rebellion football with 2.5 to go in the 3rd.
Yep.
Still 51-0 Rebellion.
Once again, going to give a shout out to Play Again Now Recovery, proud supporters of the Rebellion from the beginning. Play Again Now is a daily recovery drink formulated with 2 active ingredients, high molecular weight hyaluronic acid and MSM, that provide lubrication, anti-inflammatory, and immune support at the cellular level. There's recovery for the entire human body. This unique combination helps fight delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, giving you rapid elasticity and flexibility, like Tom Brady, throughout your musculoskeletal system after every workout. They provide product to help keep our players feeling ready to go. To get yours, visit their Facebook page or playagainnow.com. Recovery from any activity can be hard. As we all know, anybody that's done any sort of athletic activities. But Play Again Now makes recovery fast and simple. Play Again Now helps with joint lubrication, anti-inflammatory, and immune support. And I am repeating myself, so there you go. Play Again Now. Be sure to check them out if you want to keep yourself feeling lean and nimble.
So, anyways, while you were talking, it was an incomplete pass to Susan Leary, so that's up to 2nd and 10 now for the Rebellion.
This is great camera work by Peter. It's really hard to film when you have glare like this off the sun, but he's doing a great job getting some nice footage for you guys.
Yeah, I think he's been doing great. As always, like him and the Professor Kristen still have done a great job for providing us footage. So
exactly as the Ravens make a great stop right there. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. It's a huge thank you to them both. So a 3-yard gain on the play sets up now a 3rd and 7 for the Rebellion. And right now we are actually approaching the end of the end of the third, with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ninja going to the air, looking to the left, goes looking for Graves. She's got her. She's got separation, and goodbye for another touchdown. Selena Graves. Am I not surprised, or are you surprised?
I'm not either. You know, in the passing game, she is not a slot receiver. She lines up in the slot sometimes, but she makes big plays that turn into huge touchdowns. I mean, her yards per catch have to be off the charts.
Exactly.
They've got to be 20 plus from what I've seen. I've seen her make 8 to 10 catches this year, all for like 20 yards plus.
Yeah. So that is actually her second touchdown of the day for Ninja Martin. So a stellar performance so far for her.
2 through the air, 2 on the ground. So nice job, Ninja. That's what we want to see. This Rebellion team, that's been the only thing I can say about the offense is just the passing game. It's been inconsistent. So to see some sort of consistency today, it's a good sign.
Exactly. So looks like it's going to be Graves going to be attempting the PAT.
You know, going into the season, I definitely don't imagine the Rebellion we're expecting to use a 2-kicker system, as the PAT is good there. But Selena Grace proved herself. She's phenomenal. So her and Jennifer, I mean, whoever's feeling the best, that's who's going to be out there kicking the ball. As you see, the score now is 58-0 as we go into the fourth quarter with, once again, if you're just tuning in, a running clock.
Exactly. So, and while we're trying to get going again, let's give a little shout out again to our favorite pizzeria, Felipe's Pizza, who is the proud sponsor of the San Diego Rebellion. If you ever want to stop by for a midnight snack, or if you're hungry for any kind of pizza, Felipe's Pizza will hook you up and give you a nice, delicious pizza.
You know, I don't eat pizza often. I don't eat too much dairy because it makes me break out. But pizza in the morning, something about it. I mean, hey, they're up at 24/7, but I like having pizza in the morning sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they have breakfast pizzas or not, but it don't matter.
It could be possible, but depends mostly.
Exactly.
Like to check that out.
And real quick, I need to mention Tomboy X, underwear that fits regular bodies and that anybody can feel comfortable in, regardless of where they fall on the size or gender spectrum. Be sure to check them out at Tomboy X.
And if you are just tuning in to this game right now, the score is 58-0, a runaway game so far for the Rebellion, with just starting the fourth quarter.
You know, for the Rebellion, I think the crucial thing in this fourth quarter is you don't want to let them score because they are a team that you are supposed to beat according to the point system in the WFA. Mm-hmm. So the bigger your margin of victory, the more points you can earn.
Nice tackle there by Shamila Gillen. Let's get a tackle at the 30-yard line.
Exactly.
Little return there.
Mira! Haven't heard her name today, but there she is getting in on the action as well. She said, my turn.
And who returns another than Lexi Demo.
Yep. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I mean, with this WFA, like we said earlier, they're with the with Everett, the Everett Rain.
Yep.
So right now, the Rebellion, what they got to do, obviously the Ravens are Division 3, the Rebellion are Division 2. So for them to move up in the points rankings is going to be very tough. Even though they have put up 58, they may need to score again and keep the shutout. But next week they're also playing another Division 3 team.
Yeah, Ventura
so they're gonna have to have a repeat performance if they want to even have a shot. Because if Everett Rain lose one of those games, they'll have the same record. But they played a tougher schedule, so I think Everett would get the home field advantage in the first round.
Right.
So the Rebellion, all they can do is just score as many points as they can and not give up any, and hope that the Rain lose a couple games.
Yep, and a little give there. It's for about a minimal game. And another thing too. In case you haven't looked at the standings, like we mentioned, that Everett is above the Rebellion. But the team that's in first place right now is a team called the Mile High Blaze, which is a team in Denver, Colorado.
In the Pacific region, correct?
Yep, so if the playoffs were to start today, which it'll probably stand the way it is, I think, Mile High Blaze might most likely be getting the bye and the home field advantage for the Pacific.
I actually didn't check so in this league, is it 3 teams in each division make the playoffs, and so the 1 seed gets a bye, and
Correct.
the 2 and the 3 play each other?
Yeah, correct. So like, if the playoffs were today,
The Rebellion would be the 3 seed.
The 3 seed, and then Everett would be number 2, and whoever wins obviously will play the number 1 seed, which is Mile High.
Okay, so the 1 seed gets a bye, and then then that game is when you move on to the nationwide championships, which is in Atlanta.
Well, yeah. But then you got also have to play against a team from the Midwest, whoever it will be.
Correct, and that would be in Atlanta. That's where they have the tournament. I believe so. I don't think it's just the championship game. I'm pretty sure it's the whole tournament. So they spend the week there, and then you go until you lose.
Right.
I could be mistaken. We'll have to get some research for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're, sorry, go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. But anyways, we'll probably try to get more research, or if you know, just leave a comment and we'll see.
And sorry, we just now are mentioning this. We got caught up in that conversation. So Danae Molo down with the injury. So it's unfortunate to see. Mom and daughter both go down today, but we hope she's okay. She's being helped off the field as well. So nothing but good thoughts for her.
Yeah, definitely.
Sending positive energy her way.
Yeah, definitely wish her a very speedy recovery too. I think she's most likely I think it's the same injury as her mother suffered, which was a left leg injury.
Yeah, that's
so
unfortunate.
That's pretty tough. So,
yeah, back to it. The playoffs should be pretty exciting. I mean, there's so many good teams throughout the entire nation.
Yep.
I believe there's 65 teams, if I remember correctly, for this season. So it's going to be a great tournament to watch and see how far the Rebellion can go in their inaugural season. I mean, it's impressive what they've done so far, but they've still got a long ways to go, and they know it, and they're ready for it.
Yeah, be like the Vegas Golden Knights getting your first year as a team. First year you get into the playoffs. As we get a little rush there for no gain on the play, so that steps up 4th down for the Ravens.
Yep. And once again, be sure to, if you liked the offensive display today from Nenji Martin, be sure to check out Coach Cree Morris and his 5-2 quarterback clinics. He can help you or your child or whomever in your family or your friend circle become a better quarterback. So be sure to check out quarterbackcoach.org for more information.
Yep, and also let's give another shout out to San Diego Digital Imagery, who has been providing our games and also provides tickets, flyers to our live streaming. There isn't anything they can do for your team or business, so we definitely want to thank them for doing this all season long. So,
nothing but the best.
So 4th down here. A little give here to Lexi Demo again.
Demio, so that's going to be a turnover on downs now.
So turnover on downs, Rebellion football at the 35.
Exactly. And, speaking of that live stream, I mean, it's really cool. I'm not one to talk about us, but it's because of Peter and Kristen, what they do. But now I understand the WFA is interested in what we've done as far as the live streams. They want to have more teams doing it next season. So it's pretty cool to be the ones that started, especially in the Rebellion's first season. So when you take a look, when you step away and look at what's going on, it's pretty cool to see. So we're glad you guys have tuned in, and so far we understand everybody likes it for the most part, and we're glad we can do this for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way to give inspiration and also gives you more career opportunities if you want to be a commentator like us for other WFA teams. So we definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, this Rebellion team, I mean, it's really cool to see what they've done for the community. Like I said, so I work on a show called Palomar Live at Palomar, and so we challenged them to the Lemons for Leukemia Challenge, and they did it, and that's a really cool cause to go for. If you haven't heard of it, it's similar to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. So what you do is you eat lemons, and then you challenge somebody else. So what they did was they challenged any other WFA team, and so far I have not seen if anybody has done it. I'm going to do my research later. But that's pretty cool because we challenged them, and they were so happy because we had Nenji on the show before.
Yeah.
So it was a cool way to tie everything together to the community. I understand they're doing a youth football clinic for young girls, partnered with some professional USA members. So that's going to be really cool to see that the Rebellion are doing so much to give back to the community as well as putting together a great performance on the field.
Exactly. That's actually perfect to give you a better picture for your team, and also a way to come together as not just as a community, but also as a team, as people in general.
Exactly. Sports are bigger than just sports sometimes. It's about making that that reach towards the public and towards your community and all that. So
And look,
good to see.
And look who we have as quarterback now.
The
The
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Here we go. She's got an absolute cannon of an arm.
Yep. And Armstrong trying to wiggle her way around.
Smurfs making
going
a
to
couple
left
blocks there too.
Yeah, exactly. So
She's
she
trying to.
goes out of bounds at about the 30, but great effort nonetheless by both Smurfs and Armstrong. Armstrong trying to look for her hat trick for rushing touchdowns today.
You know what the key is to all these great running backs that the Rebellion have? It's all in the socks. Fighting USA provides their game socks. So if you want to be fast like them, be sure to check out fightingusa.com and use the code SDR10 to get 10% off your order. And now you can get your legs running too, while having your feet stay comfy. Enjoy.
I might try to order that later on tonight when I get home from this.
Your 60 time will increase by 1 second, or decrease, excuse me, by 1 full second. No, I am not paid by them to say that, so don't believe me, but anyways.
Anyways, Vanika Jarvis tries to run, but she's going to be stopped at the 30. So
Coming up with my own science, the science of Jordan Spurgeon. Patent pending.
Maybe finally we'll start advertising those commentators, so we'll see.
So if you're at Jacked Up Brewery, hopefully you got a good laugh out of that little spiel. So you are the official 5th quarter home of the San Diego Rebellion. Thank you for your support, Jacked Up Brewery. We can't wait to be back home for the playoffs, possibly, so we can have a 5th quarter at Jacked Up Brewery.
Sorry.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Look who's guarding this ball again. Vanika Jarvis. And she'll be down at the 17.
Ding dong. Vanika Jarvis comes ringing the doorbell once again.
Yep. So
She's here to stay.
That sets up another first down here. So, I think the sunset might be beating us, which is pretty close.
I don't know, that mountain, it needs to grow a couple feet real quick so we can beat the sun.
Yeah, but the sand lights aren't on, so hey, we are paying the electric bills.
Yep. Well, at this point, we are under 6 minutes, and the score is 58-0 Rebellion as they are driving right now. Clock is still running, so
Yeah.
game will be over in exactly 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
Looks like they're trying to get set up here.
Got the Smurfs in at quarterback.
Yep. And Mira in the slot. Looking for a screen to Graves. Oh, she started there for a minute, but she keeps on going.
She
Breaks
says,
one
I
tackle.
want my yards per catch to stay high. She did her best.
And she'll be tackled at the 10.
There we go. And I'm sure after this game, this team will be heading over there. But what am I talking about? Play Again Now Recovery. Proud supporters of the Rebellion. Play Again Now is a daily recovery drink formulated to help provide lubrication, anti-inflammatory, and immune support at the cellular level. They provide product that helps keep our players feeling ready to go. To get yours, visit their Facebook page or playagainnow.com so you can stay hydrated and feeling lean and nimble.
I'm sure Brady is feeling lean and nimble from Play Again Now Recovery.
Oh, he's got his own stuff. He's the TB12 method and all that. I've read a book. It's a great book. These athletes should read it too. I learned a lot.
I've never read the book, but I might check it out.
Yeah, a lot of pliability stuff, new age.
Meanwhile, the Smurfs is keeping it to herself. Flag on the play, or as we say, mustard on the lettuce.
You know, Nick's not here, but he's here in spirit. So we got that. But yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk too much about the NFL during this, but the TB12 method, it's something to work. I mean, I am a Patriots fan, so you can love or hate me for that. But it's something, I mean, there's a reason why he's still playing at 40 years old, and it's different. It's different age thinking. It's not about just getting big and strong. It's about just staying pliable, staying flexible,
Exactly.
keeping yourself fully hydrated, and having a clean diet. And I understand many of these ladies have been following a lot of those principles, maybe not exactly the same way. Obviously, because the budget for what he does is ridiculous. I mean, he spends well over $2 million.
I mean,
a
not
year.
just him, and also LeBron James too.
Yeah, all those high-level athletes. It's what you got to do nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I know Nenji's a big believer in that, and many of these players are following suit, so they are big believers in just doing whatever they can to stay healthy and just keep themselves playing as long as possible.
Exactly.
I mean, from Nenji Martin, she's been playing 15 years, but she looks athletic enough to be able to play for 15 more years. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Know. I know. She's big, she's strong, she's athletic, she's got the durability and everything else. And the passes are complete to Vanika Jarvis. And the thing about her is that she is very, very tough player. We hardly ever see her go down. Like, I'm not. Excuse me if I'm being all critical about that. Other players, and I'm sorry about that. But Ninja Martin does not go down. She never quits, and she definitely is very determined to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, she has so much fire spirit. We've seen it come out a couple times, usually positive ways, but there have been occasions where she lets it off the bottle, and she's aware of that. She's let people know, like, hey, this is who I am. I'm just doing everything I can to make the team better. And she's done a great job leading this team, so there's no problems there with her at all. She's done a great job of learning how to control herself at the quarterback position.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about. Quarterbacks, sometimes you want that fiery guy that says a lot, but sometimes you just want the person with high poise and just leads by example, and she's a little bit of both.
Oh, look at Graves trying to get a first down, but she's going to be short of the marker. So that's going to settle 4th down short. So right now the game is at 2:30 to go, still running clock, in the fourth quarter. So we are pretty close right now.
Yep, Rebellion are up 58-0, and they are knocking on the door as they do have a short 4th down situation here. Let's see if they can find the end zone once again.
Come on, you got to beat the sun clock.
Looks like they might actually kick. No. Nope. They are going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, nope. Selena Graves is coming out to kick a field goal.
So
all right, the Rebellion are going to kick a field goal to put themselves over the 60-point mark. Let's see if they can get it here.
Looks like they're going to kick a 29-yard field goal.
This is a rare sight, but you know what? Why not? It's something you got to work on.
Or 28, I guess. Well, I thought it was 29.
28, yeah.
Yeah, 28-yard field goal. And Kristen Stoll's back on the field.
Trying to get set.
Okay. So,
well, this is why they're here to work on it. That's all you're doing right now, and it's going to be a delay game.
Yes, so.
Well, now they know, hey, kick field goals. We haven't really paid much attention to it, so let's work on it now.
Exactly.
There could be a game that comes down to 3 points eventually, so.
It would
now
be
it's just going to give Selena Graves a chance to show off her boot.
Yep, the boot. So, I guess instead of a 28-yard field goal, it'll be a 33-yard field goal.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. So meanwhile, we're waiting for the players to get set. Looks like we are.
Nenji Martin is the placeholder.
A little bit of high snap. A little bit of line drive kick. The kick is no good. It was just a little low of the bar. So
that kick could have done some damage.
Yeah, seriously.
That was a freaking laser beam.
Probably could have taken off the crossbar. Who knows? So, anyways, we're approaching the end of the game. So right now the score is 58-0 still. Rebellion with almost 30 seconds to go.
Yep, looks like the Ravens can get one more play off. But now for the Rebellion, so now they kind of know Selena Graves where her range is at. Looks like she's going to need anything under 30 yards. They're going to feel pretty confident that she can make a field goal. So that's good to know going into the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you never know when you're going to be like, okay, we have 5 seconds on the clock. We're down by 2 points. We need to kick a field goal. We can't go for a touchdown here. Okay, well, we're at the 15-yard line. Selena can make this.
Yeah, exactly. Just give yourself more of a playoff situation because you're close. You got 2 weeks until the playoffs, so try to see what you can do.
Exactly.
And also how you can develop more. What kind of schemes you can come up with, and see if that will work out for you guys for you in the playoffs.
Exactly. So that does wind up the game here. Thank you for tuning in. We do want to wish the Ravens good luck in their final game of the regular season next week against Kern County, where they will face the Crusaders. Also, be sure to tune in, Rebellion fans, as we will travel to Ventura to take on the Wolfpack. And that game will be live streamed as well on Facebook with me, Kyle, and
Luke and Nick.
And Luke will be back.
Yes.
From their little vacation, so I'm sure they had a fantastic time. We did miss them today, but it was cool to do a full game for you guys.
Yeah, it's first time for both of us doing that, so it was fun doing that. So now that sets the Rebellion at now 5-2 for the season, and the Ravens, still 0-6, but determined to look for their very first win for the next week's game against the Kern County Crusaders.
Exactly. Once again, thank you so much, Inland Empire Ravens, for allowing us to come here and do this live stream. The press box here at this high school is very, very nice. You guys had a great setup for us. Once again, thank you to San Diego Digital Imagery. Peter Stoll up top, making everything happen for us with the camera, setting up a nice TV monitor for us, getting us the mics, putting us on Facebook. He does it all. Such a great guy. Always funny, too. If you ever meet him and you talk to him, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the two professors. So, anyways, for me, Kyle Dyer.
And I'm Jordan Spurgeon. Enjoy the rest of your night. Rebellion players, drive home safe. Have fun at your party tonight, and we will see you next week.
And go Rebellion.